Lindsay Lohan is one of Disney's strongest soldiers, with one of the best white trilogies, Freaky Friday, Mean Girls, The Parent Trap. Whoever was in the Disney boardroom and pitched the idea for a Freaky Friday sequel deserves a handshake from the mouse himself. Disney, y'all cooked. It's your casual cinema bro. Let's get to it. We're talking Freakier Friday. Freakier Friday takes place 20 years after the original, and a lot has changed. Anna, played by Lindsay Lohan, is now a single mom. And Tess, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, is not your average grandma. She's a cool grandma. Anna meets the love of her life, Eric, who just so happens to be the father of Lily, a girl currently beefing with Anna's daughter, Harper. Bringing this blended family together seems like a challenge, but thanks to the good old body switcheroo, this time around is not just Anna and Tess who need to learn the lessons, but it's also her daughter and soon-to-be stepdaughter. I'm a sucker for nostalgia, so I love that this movie doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. It uses a lot of nostalgia and follows some of the same beats as the original, but zags just enough for it to feel fresh. For example, both movies starts out with the engagement leading to a wedding. In Freakier Friday, Anna starts out as a single parent, but after Harper and Lily get in trouble at school, Anna and Eric meet while taking responsibility for their kids. It's a really cute scene because they're both trying to also fish to see if they're both single, and then we get a 6-month time skip to their upcoming wedding. I also really enjoyed how all four characters, Anna, Tess, Harper, and Lily, react to how different their bodies are after the switch. In the first movie, I don't remember them playing into that much, except for the scene where Anna takes some fries away from Tess.
This food will make you blow up like a balloon, but it will do nothing whatsoever to me. Oh, Mom! Oof.
But in Freakier Friday, they leaned into it, and not just with food. There's a scene where Harper and Lily crash their electric scooters, and to their disbelief, they're alive with no broken bones, which leads to a hilarious shot of them yelling, "They're in." Then we have Anna and Tess, where reality sets in for them in some scenes because they realize their body aches. They can barely move. They can't just get off the ground like they could before. And that really hit home for me because, listen, sometimes my knees go snap, crackle, and pop when I'm trying to get up. Should I get it checked out? Maybe, who knows? Coming into this film, I was a little worried about Lindsay Lohan's acting ability. It's been so long since I've seen her in anything, so I was wondering, does she still have it? And let me tell you, she does. She killed it alongside Jamie Lee Curtis. Lindsay Lohan is one of Disney's strongest soldiers, with one of the best white trilogies, Freaky Friday, Mean Girls, The Parent Trap. I'll never doubt you again, Ms. Lohan. The best moments in the film are whenever she and Jamie are on screen together. They do a great job as acting as teenagers. Honestly, one of the biggest criticism I have with this film is the time we had to split up between the two groups. I can care less about the girls being stuck in detention, and since Anna and Tess don't really have any beef this time around, the lessons they're learning doesn't hit as hard emotionally as Lily and Harper's arc. Now, speaking of emotional, the second half of this movie is great. This is where everyone shines. We get to the meat and potatoes of the film. This is where everyone's addressing their problems. You know, Lily's still dealing with the death of her mother and wants to move back to London. Not going back makes her feel like she's gonna lose her mom forever, or whatever memory she has left. You know, Harper doesn't want to leave LA, and she feels like her mom resents her for having to give up her music career. Both girls selfishly see this wedding as a curse instead of a blessing. Now, I love how this movie brings back so many characters. I feel like certain sequels like this should only be made when you can bring back a good amount of your legacy cast. And like I said, this movie delivers. Listen, Chad Michael Murray comes off the bench and scores 30 points as Jake Austen. The girls even try to set him up to break up their parents' wedding, which is hilarious because what they don't know is he doesn't want their mom. He wants their grandma. Overall, Freakier Friday wasn't the sequel we needed, but it was the sequel we deserve. Rich in nostalgia, it hits many of the same beats as the original, as zags just enough to stand on its own. If you love the original, go see this. The odds of you hating this are about as high as you actually switching bodies with someone in your life. Listen, it's your casual cinema bro, and I'm out.